Hello and welcome. Coming up, Face the Raven promo pics, Doctor Who Festival Declassified, and new magazine to hit newsstands. But first, we have new information about the season finale, Heaven Sent and Hellbent. Heaven Sent will be on for 55 minutes, which is 5 minutes longer than the longest episode so far this series, and the second part, Hellbent, will be 65 minutes long, which is the longest the episodes have been since last Christmas. Put together, it's a 2-hour finale if you were to watch them back to back. That's not all though, because inside the most recent edition of Doctor Who magazine, that's issue 493, we get some exclusive looks into the season finale. The first image pictures Peter Capaldi entering the diner as seen in The Impossible Astronaut. The second picture shows Peter Capaldi alone in some sort of overgrown area. And the third confirms that Claire Higgins will be returning as Ahila and the Sisterhood of Calm will be joining her. The next edition of the Essential Doctor Who is out at all good retailers. It's Davros and Other Villains, and is priced $9.99 as usual. Here are some of the new promo pics for this week's episode, Face the Raven. It features Peter Capaldi and Jenna Coleman in the official one, and then some of the other pictures include some of the monsters we'll see in the show, including the return of the Jadoon. We also see Ashilda and Peter Capaldi, the return of Rigsy, and some sort of confrontation between Jenna Coleman and Peter Capaldi. It'll be very interesting to see what happens in this week's episode. And here's a full look at Ashilda in her Face the Raven outfit, the third or fourth outfit we've seen for her character. That's not all though. In last night's episode of the Graham Norton show, Peter Capaldi revealed that this episode will be the last episode to feature Clara Oswald. Now this has also been joined by news that it will be a sad goodbye, and that she may possibly not be able to return in the future because of the events of the episode. It was also hinted last night that Peter Capaldi now has a new companion, which Graham Norton compared to having a dog that they put down and getting a puppy afterwards, to which Peter Capaldi rejected, and that the companion may possibly be Ashilda due to the long pause after Graham Norton asked. You can catch Face the Raven tonight at 8:10 on BBC One and BBC One HD, and you can catch last night's Graham Norton show on BBC iPlayer. Between the streets, the Raven waits is what is written at the top of this week's new poster for this week's new episode of Doctor Who, Face the Raven, which is created by Stuart Manning, and you can find Stuart Manning and all of his wonderful posters on Facebook at Design by Stuart Manning. Further down we get the main cast, which surprisingly doesn't feature Jovian Wade, who plays Rigsy. Even so, I still love this poster, and all of the posters in this collection. And lastly, a close friend of mine, Matthew Hesketh, went to the Doctor Who Festival last Sunday, and here are some of the photos that he took while there. It was a great day out, according to Matthew, and he got to see some exclusive sets, for example that of The Witch is Familiar, and The Girl Who Died, which you've just been seeing. He got to see some panels live on stage, including the writers' panel and the cast panel, and he got to pick up some exclusive merchandise. I think he got a pop vinyl dematerialising TARDIS and a page of script from The Magician's Apprentice, which is pretty rare. He got to see the fan show live on stage, and he finally got to meet Peter Capaldi himself, and got to have a photo with him. I think every Whovian, or anyone who went to the Doctor Who Festival, would admit that it was a fantastic day, and they got to see some really cool stuff, meet some really cool people, and generally got to celebrate being a Doctor Who fan. And so that brings us to the end of this week's Who News. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please like the video and do subscribe to my channel for next week's instalment. Goodbye.